So look, now the next one up is another one I'm really interested to see how it goes. It's Auslan Party. They're already lined up and ready to go. So everyone, a round of applause for Auslan Party. This one? Oh, this one. Big one, take it forward.
Awesome. All right. So hearing impaired people are left behind when it comes to video conferences. So we went out and spoke to the deaf community, and they basically told us that because they have to use sign language, they're unable to communicate naturally remotely. They basically just use text chat, which has clear limitations. So our vision this weekend, and in general, is to allow anyone to communicate using sign language over video. So some challenges we face there are that we kind of need to support all dialects, of which there's 200 plus sign language dialects. And for that, we need data. Currently, pretty much everyone just works with the American Sign Language. And there's actually no image data set for the Auslan alphabet, which is what we use here in Australia. So the first thing we did this weekend was we went out and actually built an Auslan image data set, which is actually the first of its kind. We took photos of us doing the signs, which was an interesting experience. We scraped videos, and then we went frame by frame, and then we manually, painstakingly labelled the images and then drew bounding boxes around the hands, as you can see there as an example. And then we built a data set of over 2,000 images. So once we had that, we did something with it. So this is an example of the YOLO algorithm being used on a pre-trained model. And I'm sure you saw that. We're spelling out health with hands. It's all good. I'll go to the next slide. I think all good. After we got that working, we were like, maybe we should push this a little bit further. So we trained a convolutional neural network. It was custom from scratch using ResNet. And we were actually able to achieve 86% accuracy, and it's all open source. So here's an example of the CNN in action, bounding boxes and labels, as you can see there. Then we went out and built an MVP to get real-time translation. So we wrapped an API around that neural network and then built a web app. And I'd like to demo it, if that's cool. Just do the old switch. So,
I'll pause the time for a minute.
Thank you. Yep, just turn around. Well, so we go full screen. All right, so this is me doing a B. If it works. See? See how to improve it. Anyway, you get the idea. Still got a bit of time. So, so from here, basically we can improve the data set. Like we just worked on this for a weekend, so, even like 2 more weekends we could build like a much bigger data set. We can improve the model. Our machine learning guy really didn't do much to actually improve the model over this weekend, obviously due to time. So there's a lot to do there. And we can kind of move beyond the alphabet. So as you can see, we only worked in the alphabet. And because of the dynamic nature of sign language, there's still a lot more to do in that area. So yeah, we basically got one step closer to universal sign language translation. That's us.
Well done. I love this one because I had that chat on Friday night. So I think there's plenty of opportunities there. So keen for this one to move forward. What is your plan next weekend?
I don't know. Are you asking me on a date?
If we do a bit more training on this, then sure. Because this is something like that I can see progressively getting better. There's applications and digital platforms that can happen. Hence, seriously, I do want to know what the team's expectation is beyond this weekend of taking this one forward.
Sure. It's obviously a discussion we'd have to have with the team. But in general, I think now that we've kind of got this data set, yeah, it's like if we build it out, then I guess the goal, the overall kind of picture is pretty much anyone could just take this data and then use it in their own video platforms, learning platforms, whatever. So yeah, as a team, not sure, but in general, that's what we thought.
So I think that you should also consider the importance of this beyond those that are hearing impaired. So it's well known in the development of language that gesture is a huge part of where we get our semantic information, and the primary advantage of video over just an audio conversation is that you get gesture and you get sentiment analysis possibilities. So I feel like you just keep adding to this, right? So make it available to understand better each other across distances with people, for example, who might have processing issues, understanding people's emotions. So if you've got people on autism spectrum that might not be very good at reading faces, they might get a little knock to indicate someone's having an emotional experience that they didn't anticipate based on the question they were asking in the video conference and other things. So there's a huge potential if you get this gestural translation right. Keep working on it. You've got a lot more business ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Can you use it for lip reading?
Not this one, but I'm pretty sure there's stuff out there that can do that. So yeah. Awesome. Thanks very much. Thanks to the team as well. Thank you.